So I'm going to speak about competitions today. A lot of people with a charity kind of organisation think, oh, we'll run a competition, we'll run a name a bear competition, or how many marbles in the jar competition, or we'll just sell raffle tickets on Facebook. Now, you have to be really careful with competitions and with things like raffles that you don't fall foul of the Lottery Commission. There are certain things you cannot do. You need to make sure that whatever you're proposing to do does not fall foul of that gambling authority kind of thing that you've got to follow. So a lot of time it's to do with skill. If you can prove that whatever you're doing competition-wise requires a bit of skill in it, an element of skill in it, it doesn't fall foul of these competition rules. The other option as well is to give a free entry point. If you give a free entry point, quite often that means that it doesn't fall foul of these kind of competition entry things as well. So the free entry point might be you can apply free by posting a letter through our letterbox at whatever place you are, organisation, or you can apply free by this, but then otherwise, please could you donate £1 and donate this way. So there's all sorts of ways you can run competitions and skill-based competitions as well. You can come up with the best caption on this thing. How many marbles are in the jar? Guess the weight of the cake. All these things are really good ways of raising funds. People love a little bit of skill-based, a little bit of luck as well in there, but skill-based things are really, really good. Quizzes, we always have a couple of quizzes kicking around that you can have totally free of charge as a charity, and those are real good skill-based things. They don't fall foul of anything. You can ask for a suggested donation, so you can just say, I've got a quiz here, suggested donation's £1, but you can enter free of charge if you just post it through this letterbox. A lot of people will give you £1 anyway. It's like 26 questions to do with a letter of the alphabet, or it's something to do with clothes. They've got to come up with all the answers. They post them all through letterbox. At the end of the day, they collect them all in, and then you just pick the winning answer out, and then they win the prize. So competitions are a really good way. People love competitions. You'll know yourself, you've got people who just love a competition, and there's always people out there who love a raffle as well. So if you're running a raffle as an organisation, well, first of all, make sure it's not online and not anywhere in public eye that will get you into trouble with the Lottery Commission. But if you're running a raffle, most people do it at jumble sales and car boot sales and church fetes and things like that. Everybody does it. Everybody knows it. You can buy raffle tickets, goodness, from the corner shop. So raffles are a thing that people do in charities. Obviously, you can't go wild with them because of all the rules related to it. But if you're having a meal and you have a raffle, nobody's going to sit there and report you to somebody in authority. So raffles are a great way to raise money. Now, the nice thing about a raffle is quite often the prizes are donated. So if you go around your local supporter base or go to local businesses in the area and ask for some prizes for a raffle, you will usually be able to find some. Don't end up with the all rubbish that nobody wants. I don't know how many raffles I've been to where they go, oh, draw again. Oh, draw again. It's much better to get a nice big basket of stuff and have one ticket than it is to get a load of stuff on the raffle prize that nobody wants, and that box of milk tray that's been in and out of the raffle every time a raffle gets run and is now out of date by 6 years, but it's still going back in the raffle because nobody wants it. So much better to go, do you know what, we're going to have 5 really good prizes for the raffle, or bundle up a lot of small prizes into a big basket so there's something worth winning. They're going to take it away. It's not going to get put back into the raffle pot for next year. So a really good raffle is a really good thing to run. Always make sure you have more than one colour of ticket. It's one of those weird things. People, if you have more than one colour, they will buy more than one colour of tickets. So even if you're selling the same amount of raffle tickets, and it doesn't really matter, if you have 3 strips, people will buy £3 worth in different colours. If you have 5 different colours, they will buy £5 worth in different colours. There is this obsession with colours on tickets. You'll sell more in different colours than you will selling 5 strips of the same colour. So always make sure it's always a good investment to have 5 different colours or 7 different colours of books and sell all of the different colours at the same time and have a big pot of lots of colours. The other thing that people like is they like to be able to buy a strip. I've been to a couple of different raffles where they've gone, every ticket is £1, thinking that this will save them paper. And yes, it saves them paper, but people like to buy a strip. And it sounds like a really weird thing. They'd much rather pay 20 pence a ticket and get 5 on a strip and pay £1 than they would pay £1 a ticket. So if you're thinking about doing a raffle, don't worry about the paper. Just honestly, a raffle book is not an expensive purchase. Buy the raffle book, get your strips, and allow people to buy a full strip and make the strip reasonable in price. People would much rather have 5 tickets for £1 than 1 ticket for £1. So all these things are good things to keep in mind when you're running a raffle. Make sure you run the raffle at a really good point in the evening where people are on a high, just about to go home for the day. Don't run it too close to the end. Don't run it too right in the middle where it's going to disrupt everything. But you want to run it in a place where it kind of fits really well into the evening and make sure that people take the prizes away. One thing I would say, if you've been to enough raffles, you will know, like I do, that never let people pick which prize they're taking away. If you have a lot of prizes on the side and you let people choose, never give people a choice. They will never choose. They will stand there, they will hum and they will haw, and they will ask Aunt Mavis at the back what prize she would like. There'll be a lot of you need to get through this really quickly. The faster you can draw a raffle, the better it is for everybody, trust me. So don't have too many prizes, but if you do have prizes, hold them up and go, this ticket is for this prize. That's the prize they take. Get them out the door with it as fast as you can and keep the pace and keep the excitement up. Don't let people pick.